Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another firearm throwdown. Today we are going to have the M-1911, famous American handgun, versus another American handgun, the Beretta M9. Both guns are used very frequently by the United States of America, but the M-1911 got put out of service a couple years ago and is now been replaced by the M9. So let's see if it was a smart choice. Let's start with my M1911. This gun fires a 45 ACP round, which is a decently large round for a handgun. Has a 7-round mag capacity, 8 if you put one in the chamber. It's got a range of 75 yards. It's nice. But it's got, with that ACP round, you can have more recoil, which means to a slower rate of fire. But I think that way outweighs the fact that you have a 45 ACP, which does a lot more damage than a 9mm. Apart from that, the combat experience of this weapon, that it has been used in multiple wars and is the longest serving handgun in U.S. history, makes me think that it never deserved to be taken off in the first place. This gun is revolutionary. It's made in 1911. You can take any other handgun in the world, put it up against it, and it will be a great fight. Being in mind that modern technology could beat it, but this was made in 1911. It's one of the greatest handguns that I think have ever existed. Now, that's not weighing my vote of anything, because I stuck to the facts, although I do love this gun. Happen to own one on my own, but combat versatility. It's very versatile in combat. It says 75-yard range, so not only is it an incredibly compact weapon with a pretty big punch, but you can also hit from a longer range if you need to hit a target that, let's say, is hiding behind some cover, which that 45 will help you punch through. Now, this isn't a weapon you're going to be walking around with as a primary. It's a great secondary weapon that you can have around with you if your primary runs dry. If your primary does run dry, then you will have this great weapon to back you up and get you back into the fight. Or use it as a weapon to defend yourself so you can get out of dodge before the enemy starts blowing your head off. So it is a very, very, very good weapon. Let's see how it compares to our Beretta M9. Here you go. You got the Beretta. It's got a 15-round box magazine, 16 if you put one in the chamber. Fires the 9mm rounds, or 9x19mm. It's a different kind of handgun. Before, you had a handgun where you wanted to put one round on the guy and have him be out. This one is so you can put more rounds down range faster, so you don't have to worry about hitting the guy only once. So you can just keep pulling that trigger until that magazine empties. Now, that has some liabilities, but has a lot of benefits. Benefit number one is that smaller bullet means there's going to be an extreme lack of recoil, which means you'll be able to fire more rapidly. But that smaller bullet also means you have way less stopping power than if you had a larger bullet. So it's a trade-off if you need power versus rate of fire. Now, in combat, it hasn't been totally proven. It has been serving in the United States military for a while as a sidearm, but not nearly as long as the 1911. So experience goes to the 1911. But versatility, they are dead even. They're very both versatile in combat. So who won? That's a really tough call. We'll see. But here is the major difference in this firefight. The bullets. Up top on your screen, that is the 45 ACP used by the 1911. Below that, that is a 9mm round. Now, the winner was decided very, very, very narrowly, but it was a huge difference. That bullet won the battle. The M-1911 wins with a score of 86% effectiveness against a score of 73% effectiveness. This is majorly because of the size of the bullets. That bigger bullet just is too much for a 9mm to be able to put down. If I have to pop around through a piece of wood, I'd rather have that bigger bullet. So here's my ending thoughts. The M-1911 was a revolutionary handgun that changed the world and how handguns worked, which was the stepping stone for weapons like the M9. That's why it won. Now, the M9 is still a good handgun that you'd want to have with you. It has the larger mag capacity and the littler recoil. But I still say 1911. Special thanks. I need to thank pimpmygun.com for its images. And I hope you stay around for the next firearm throwdown. Thank you very much.